government enforces enhanced movement control order in 2 areas in Johor. Good afternoon. You're watching Updates at Noon with me, Brendan Lipol. Malaysia has recorded another COVID-19 related death, bringing the total tally to 24. Health Director General Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah in a statement said the deceased, who was a 35-year-old Malaysian, has had a history of travelling to Indonesia earlier this month.
The deceased had COVID-19 symptoms for 5 days before being admitted into Kuala Lumpur Hospital on 18 March and was tested positive on the 20th March. His health then deteriorated and was pronounced dead on the 26th of March at 9:30 p.m. The Health Director General further conveyed his condolences to the family of the deceased.
A 12-day-old infant is the youngest positive COVID-19 victim in the country so far. Health Director General Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said the baby is among those infected in the second wave of the pandemic.
Elaborating further, Dr. Noor Hisham said the oldest patient is an 83-year-old man. He also said that there were 235 new cases reported, bringing the total cumulative case in the country to 2,031 cases.
Berdasarkan siasatan awal, daripada 235 kes baru yang dilaporkan, sebanyak 60 kes adalah berkaitan dengan kluster perhimpunan di Seri Petaling. Manakala baki 175 kes masih lagi dalam siasatan. Sehingga kini seramai 45 kes positif COVID-19 sedang dirawat di unit rawatan rapi, iaitu ICU. Daripada jumlah tersebut, 32 kes memerlukan bantuan pernafasan.
On another note, the Health Director General added that all medical personnel and support staff in Teluk Intan Hospital in Perak were instructed to undergo COVID-19 screening process. The instruction was given after 80 Health Ministry workers in the hospital were tested positive for the deadly pandemic recently.
Now, the government will enforce the Enhanced Movement Control Order, or EMCO, at Kampung Dato' Ibrahim Masjid and Bandar Baharu Dato' Ibrahim Masjid in Simpang Renggam, Kluang, Johor until the 9th of April. Now, the decision was taken after the Ministry of Health, MOH, confirmed that there were 83 positive cases of COVID-19 infection in Kluang district, with 61 cases coming from the 2 areas.
Senior Minister Security Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob in a statement said the purpose of the EMCO is to prevent COVID-19 infection from spreading out of the area. He said the EMCO involved 3,570 locals from 650 families, adding the measure will enable house-to-house case tracking activities to be carried out over a 14-day period. Elaborating further, he said locals and visitors are not allowed to enter the 2 areas during the EMCO period, and all business activities are also halted. Basic food for 14 days will be provided for the locals in the areas by the Community Welfare Department. He added, to ensure compliance with this order, the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, the Malaysian Armed Forces, the Malaysian Civil Defence Force and the People's Volunteer Corps, RELA, will control the entire area. The Senior Minister also urged all residents to stay calm and to cooperate fully with the Health Ministry staff and to obey all orders of the authorities.
On another note, the government will soon be distributing face masks to 8.63 million households nationwide for free. Now, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the face masks will be distributed through the states and district disaster committees in stages.
Kini kita sedang menunggu topeng muka tersebut daripada negara yang kita import, dan apabila sampai ke negara kita dalam waktu terdekat, kita akan edarkan secara berperingkat. Kita akan edarkan melalui Jawatankuasa Pengurusan Bencana Negeri dan Daerah-daerah. Jadi kita akan mula mengedarkan selepas kita memperolehinya daripada negara yang telah pun kita order dari segi topeng tersebut.
Speaking after chairing the Special Ministerial Committee meeting on the MCO in Putrajaya, he said the face masks were not obtained for free but have been purchased by the government. Meanwhile, to date, the COVID-19 fund has raised 8.1 million ringgit.
70% akan digunakan untuk peringkat awal ini, iaitu sebanyak 5.68 juta untuk membantu rakyat yang terkesan, terutamanya golongan miskin, yang terkesan akibat daripada sekatan pergerakan yang kita perkenalkan. Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita akan mengagihkan bekalan makanan kepada golongan miskin ini dan juga mereka yang memenuhi syarat-syarat.
Meanwhile, the senior minister said public premises, especially in areas identified as red zones, will soon undergo cleaning, sanitizing and disinfection works to curb the spread of COVID-19. He said premises that draw large crowds and areas with a higher COVID-19 transmission risk, such as markets and mosques, will also be given priority.
Proses pembersihan dan pencucian nyah cemar ataupun sanitization, disinfection akan dilaksanakan oleh PBT dan juga bomber, Jabatan Bomber dan Penyelamat, dan mungkin jika diperlukan Angkatan Tentera Malaysia juga akan terlibat.
The 24-hour Talian Kasih 15999 and WhatsApp Talian Kasih now includes mental health support to deal with the effects of COVID-19 and the Movement Control Order MCO. Now, Women, Family and Community Development Minister Datuk Sri Rina Mohamed Harun said 528 counsellors under the Malaysian Board of Counsellors and Welfare Department JKM are on standby to help safeguard the mental well-being of Malaysians.
In a statement, the minister welcomed its use by all impacted by the current situation, like quarantine centre workers, medical staff, COVID-19 victims and those who have lost a dear one to the disease. She said it is hoped that tele-counselling service and sharing of issues will help all children, women, the elderly and people with disabilities, among others, in order to prevent social problems like abuse and domestic violence, which can increase safety risks.
A total of 2,982 Malaysian citizens are still stranded in 55 countries due to flight cancellations and travel restrictions imposed by the respective countries following the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, Deputy Foreign Minister Datuk Kamarudin Jaafar said his ministry had so far brought home 2,417 Malaysians from 26 countries.
In a media conference streamed live on Wisma Putra's Facebook page, the Deputy Minister said the success of the repatriation exercise was due to the cooperation of Malaysian representatives abroad with the involvement of various agencies.
Dan yang terkandas ini kita merujuk kepada rakyat Malaysia yang berkebetulan berada di luar negara atas urusan kerja, urusan keluarga ataupun bercuti atau apa-apa sebab seperti itu, dan mereka ini telah mempunyai tiket untuk pulang ke Malaysia tetapi tidak dapat pulang kerana halangan-halangan perjalanan disebabkan oleh COVID-19 ataupun syarikat-syarikat penerbangan membatalkan penerbangan balik mereka ini.
He also emphasized that there was no discrimination or favoritism in trying to bring back Malaysians stranded overseas. According to Datuk Kamarudin, the government will continue to strive to ensure that no Malaysians stranded overseas are deprived of their safety, health and welfare, and the ministry remains committed to providing them with appropriate assistance.
Muslims in Malaysia are encouraged to perform the Solat Hajat or prayer of need simultaneously in their respective homes after the Zohor prayers today, in seeking protection and blessings in the face of the current situation in the country. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Religious Affairs, Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad Al-Bakri said the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah had urged that he propose a plan for the prayer to be performed simultaneously nationwide.
In a statement released, the minister also called Muslims to increase their zikr, adding that this is a time for them to turn back to God in forgiveness, repentance and supplication. In another development, the minister said the application for aid to those affected by the COVID-19 outbreak, regardless of their race, religion, state or political affiliation, have been simplified to expedite distribution. He said the required documents for the application could be sent via WhatsApp without having to go to the office.
Pulau Pinang Police Contingent arrested 7 individuals for defying the Movement Control Order, the MCO. Now, Timor Laut Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Sofian Santong said that 6 of the detainees were playing football, while the other one was jogging in a field at Jalan DS Ramanathan in Pulau Tikus.
Assistant Commissioner Sofian said despite the MCO was announced last week, the 6 detainees still refused to stay at home. He said that police were patrolling the area when the detainees were at the fields at 6 p.m. All of them, aged between 20 and 50 years old, were sent to Pulau Tikus police station for further action.
Sultan of Kedah Al-Aminul Karim Sultan Salehuddin Sultan Badli Shah and Sultanah of Kedah Sultanah Maliha Tengku Arif have contributed medical equipment worth more than 300,000 ringgit to the Sultanah Bahia Hospital or HSB to treat COVID-19 patients.
Was also from Raja Muda of Kedah Tengku Sarafuddin Badli Shah Al-Aminul Karim Sultan Salehuddin, Raja Puan Muda of Kedah Cepuan Muda Zahida Muhammad Arif and Tunku Laksamana of Kedah Datuk Sri Diraja Tunku Shazuddin Arif Al-Aminul Karim Sultan Salehuddin. The medical equipment comprised of mechanical bed, infusion pump, electrical beds, medical emergency card, defibrillator and others. The gift was presented by the State Secretary Dato' Ahmad Shaikh Mahmud Naim, who represented Sultan Salehuddin to HSB Director Dr. Zaitun Udin at Wisma Darul Aman. In a speech read by Dato' Ahmad, Sultan Salehuddin urged the people of the state to continue to maintain their health and hygiene. Meanwhile, Dr. Muhammad Fikri said the donation from the royal family of Kedah was indeed significant and timely.
Now, beginning tomorrow, Saturday the 28th of March, there will be some changes in Radio Television Malaysia's RTM's TV1 schedule. Now, the changes are made to accommodate the Movement Control Order Period MCO with consideration for the public's need for updated information at all times.
With this understanding, RTM decided that important content from Saluran Berita will be aired on TV1. The changes, however, are temporary only. TV1 is available on MyFreeView 101, Astro and Unify TV, while Saluran Berita is only available on MyFreeView 123. All RTM television's channels are available on its mobile apps, RTM Mobile, MyClick.
With that, we conclude today's updates at noon. In our top story, government enforces enhanced movement control order in 2 areas in Johor. Now, before we go, don't forget to wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing, and most of all, let's adhere to the movement control order and just stay at home. News on 2 comes on at 7 this evening. Till then, I'm Brendan Lipol. Have a good day.